drug abuse. So I'm talking about drugs. And please, what is drug? Yes. So my definition, drug is a substance which has a physiological effect when taken into the body. And we have legal and illegal drugs. So today my main topic is about the illegal drug or substance abuse. You can say drug abuse. Drug abuse is the excessive use of drug for non-medical purposes or using unprescribed drugs. That is drug abuse. And when we talk about addiction, addiction is a chronic, relapsing brain disease that is characterized by compulsive seeking and use despite its harmful consequences. And if the symptoms include cravings and anxiety. And if I talk about chronic, addiction is a chronic because it's a chronic, it cannot be cured, but it can be managed. And if I say it's a brain disease, it's a brain disease because the substance actually changes the function of the brain. And it's also a relapsing disease because of its chronic nature. And sometimes use is not possible, but relapse is common to people. So I'm giving you an example of drugs. Some examples of drugs include alcohol, we have marijuana, we have cigarettes, we have cocaine, we have heroin, we have diazepam, we have fentanyl, we have ecstasy, and etc. And we have stages in addiction. The first stage is experimental stage. At this stage, it's at least severe level, and it usually occurs in a social setting. For instance, maybe if you go out with friends, that is when maybe a friend will know you for the first time. Oh, taste this one. That is the first stage, and that phase is the recreational or experimental stage, and that's the list of the addiction. And this one, a moderate substance it's used by the person. And the second stage is occasional or circumstantial stage. And at this stage, maybe the person takes the drug based on the circumstance he or she find himself. Maybe I'm giving a scenario, maybe a shy person going to talk to a lady for the first time. You say, well, let me take in an alcohol, let me smoke weed, that is why I can get him to go and speak to the person. Or somebody will say, oh, today I'm angry, so let me go and take some alcohol and come and insult my parents. So that is the occasional stage. And the last stage is the addictive stage. The addictive stage, at this level, higher doses are needed daily to reach a desired psychological effect to avoid withdrawal. At this stage, the person doesn't have to need the drug to survive. When the drug is out of the system, so the body will be shaking, and in our language, other people call it turkey. And I think some of you will be familiar with it. Those the drunkard, some people can even wake up early in the morning, they will go and knock at, because they can't even without the drug, they can't not even sleep. I'm giving you causes of addiction. There are some things that can cause people to get involved with the drug addiction. We have something we call genetic predisposition. The genetic predisposition is when you have a father or a mother who is an addict, and as a young girl, you will be sending you, child, go and light my cigarette for me. Or when the person your mother was pregnant, you was taking an alcohol. The probability of you as a child becoming an addict is very, very high. And the second is early childhood trauma or abuse. Children who go through early childhood abuse, such as maybe rape or being abused by someone, they are all prone to getting involved in substance addiction or drug abuse. And the third one is peer pressure, being influenced by friends. Some of us, when we went to senior high school, a senior can tell you, oh, taste this, it can help you to learn. And out of curiosity or ignorance, it can also lure you as a person to also go and take. That is the peer pressure. And the fourth one is depression. Maybe you are sad, you are not in good mood. Oh, let me go and take one alcohol so that I'll feel good. Somebody can even say, without even alcohol, I cannot even try, or I'm not even happy. So that is depression. And the last one, and the fifth one is anxiety. Anxiety, being anxious about something. As you are anxious, you are expecting something, you are so anxious, can also lead to addiction. And stress, I have people when they go to work and they are very tired, they take in painkillers before they can sleep. So stress can also lead you to substance abuse. And then even some of the ladies, when they are going through menstrual pains or menstrual period, they take in painkillers. And at the end of the day, they become addicted to those things. So all those things can lead to substance abuse. And broken homes too. For instance, if you are a child and your mother and your parents don't take good care of you and you always follow friends, they can also lure you into addiction. And we have the effect of substance abuse, the effect of drug abuse. One is weight loss. Anybody who abuses drugs regularly, they don't eat well. Some of them even lose appetite. So you see that their body will shrink. They don't look neat, they don't look presentable. Second one is loss of appetite. They cannot eat. Some people, unless they take appetite or they smoke or they drink what they can eat. Third one is weakening your immune system. Your immune system become weak. Third, you can get shiza. Fourth, you can get hallucinating. Hallucinating is when you are there and you begin to hear voices, you begin to hear that people are talking about you. So I want to also talk about something we call lies every addict tells him or herself. We have something all addicts, they lie to each other. One is, an addict can tell that my addiction doesn't affect anyone else, which is not true. Is it true? If I'm asking, maybe if I'm an addict and I'm your family, wouldn't my addiction affect you as a family? It will affect you. But addict will also say my addiction doesn't affect anyone else. Two lie that addicts tell themselves, he said, I will never be able to manage my problem without drugs or alcohol. I know friends, they will say, oh, me, I cannot drive without taking alcohol. Somebody can even say that, oh, me, I cannot even play football without taking drug or alcohol, which is also a lie. And three, he said, I'm in control of my substance use. I can stop whenever I can, which is also a lie. Every day we say, oh, me say I'm in me, that will make me but every day you say I have to stop, I'll stop, at the end of the day, the next day you just go and continue. The fourth, he said, I'm not like, the fourth one, he said, I don't care if my addiction kills me. I don't care about my life, which is also not true. So I have a question for all of us. What did God give man? What did God give man as his defense in the whole ecosystem? God gave man as his defense in the whole universe. What God gave man. That made man different from other species, other creatures that God created. That made man. It's a question. That is the brain, right? That is the brain. Let's come for ourselves. We are God. He said that's the brain. So the brain is the biggest tool you can ever. That make man superior over every creature. You get my point. So if you damage your brain with substance abuse like drugs, alcohol, you begin to damage the brain. At the end of the day, you end up in the streets. You turn like animal, or you can even go to jail. The state prison can testify that the inmates in prison, 99% of them are drug addicts in their substance abuse. So I have a short video for you to prove whatever, so that you shouldn't be like, I'm just talking from the book. You get my point? So I'll end my lecture here, and I will show you a short videos about addiction since our time is almost up. Let's give a clap of applause to God.
Listen, marijuana and prescription pain medications can also be addictive. So can certain activities such as gambling and sex. Whatever the case, addiction involves craving and a loss of control, with the substance use or activity continuing even if it causes harm. This can include problems with relationships, jobs, school, money, or your health. Addiction is not due to weakness or a lack of willpower. Instead, it's a chronic disease involving changes in the brain. There, billions of nerve cells or neurons communicate through a series of signals and chemical messengers. When messages leave one neuron, they attach to a receptor on the receiving end, like a key